Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are, you guessed it, going to play with makeup. I mean, really, you guys, like at this point, do I even need to do an intro? I should just be like, and like get into the product. I have already primed. We are set to like get into foundation, conceal, all of that good stuff. I of course pore filled with my Tarte primer. This is the smoothing primer. Also the gripping primer from CoverFX. Still completely obsessed, 100% obsessed. So just, And let's chat about life. Let's chat about it all. I have so much to update you guys with because it was my birthday and I had my very first surprise party that just like, I could cry thinking about it right now. In fact, when I was surprised initially, I hit the ground and I was crying for a second. And then I realized oh my gosh, don't be that weirdo that is on the floor crying. Cause no joke, I have footage of it. It's never before seen. You will not find this on Instagram. My husband is the best. He's so the best. So I'm gonna talk about that, talk about my sister's baby, talk about life, talk about where things are headed in every which direction. I have a lot of cool stuff going on. So let's just go ahead and start foundationing, doing the makeup. I'm gonna be taking the Beauty Blender foundation in the shade 310. I'm also gonna take a little bit of KOSAS, you guys. If you saw my oil foundation review, oh my gosh, what did we think? If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's so cool. It's a 10-second, really more like 25-second oil foundation that is just rich with great oils and a lot of pigment. And my favorite way to use this now is to mix a few drops in with the Beauty Blender foundation. It is so nice. It's so good. This past couple of weeks, I celebrated an epic birthday and became an auntie again. I have two nephews, but this is the first little girl and she's an Aquarius and I love that so, so much. I'm just gonna go in and kind of just stamp this everywhere lightly. I might go in with the Beauty Blender on top of it. We'll see. Okay, this combo is the best. It is so nice and lightweight and not dewy, but you just look so fresh and hydrated and covered. My skin looks so good when I use this combo. I love it so much. This is the Master Corrector shade number 2, and I have just been taking this right here, and then I have a little bit of darkness right here that I like to conceal. And then I have some discoloration out here. And this just helps your concealer to work a little bit better without adding more concealer. You know, you're using more product, but you actually, in the end, look more natural because you're not using as much of one. Now we will shape tape and then we will just set with some powder and let's catch up, you guys. So over the weekend, I just was I don't know how my husband did this because I always pick up on surprises. And I was even running around here telling my friends it's impossible to surprise me. I can't be surprised. It just never happens.
Come on, baby. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Surprise! Hello.
Whew, I was shocked. He pulled off the most incredible surprise party in Seattle and had people that I adore and love, in Seattle attend, but also people from LA flew. My trainer Rebecca was there. A lot of you guys saw on IG that JEFFREE and James were there and it was the best ever. And Drew was there.
Tati, you better work on that glass. Oh.
Drew, you're so awesome. And Nate was there, who I just love so much. Nate is the most down-to-earth, cool, chill, real person and just good people. So yeah, it was so much fun. And we ended up the day after the party going to the Space Needle. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't think I leave my home enough. We went to the Space Needle and everyone's kind of cheering for, you know, Sister James and Jeffree, and they spot him or they spot both of them, and everybody's kind of going wild. And I just have always been that person to kind of fall back. Like, I've known my role quite a bit and I've been around long enough that I've hung out with big YouTubers before, and I've always kind of been the small fry. I've been the one to kind of like, oh, let me have you have your moment and I'll hang back here. And it was just the sweetest thing ever to, in my hometown, look over the balcony and have people singing happy birthday for me.
Happy birthday, dear Tati.
If you were one of those people, I just want to say thank you, because that made my day. It was so fun and so good, and we had a great time. And to my hometown friends, like, it was so good to just chill and hang out with them. I got to see everyone. And the reason that James really was able to pull this off the way he did was because initially we were going up to Seattle to move my dad into his new home. And that's also not something that I've talked about here on my channel, but shoot, hello, emotions. Hold, please. So I'm like trying to get back into the makeup and not get weird and emotional, but I bought my dad a home, and it was a big thing. It was something that I've always wanted to do.
What?
This is your new home. Come on. Merry Christmas.
What?
Come on. Yes, come on. Dad, come on. Come on in.
No. No. Don't.
Do you like it? I want to be there for the people that I love, and that is just through and through who I am. It is the most fulfilling, satisfying thing in the world to me. And you know, my whole family, it was a family affair. Like, everybody had their part and they helped, and we made this happen. We surprised him over the holidays, and over my birthday weekend, it just made sense to actually make the big move from his last place to the new place. So that's why we were going up there. And like, my best friend Michelle was like, oh, sorry, it's Valentine's Day. You know, my husband has plans, da-da-da-da-da. And that's like usually the gig. Like, I'm used to that. And it's fine by me. So I was like thinking that it was gonna be just the most chill thing ever. But I never, ever in a million bajillion years thought that James would pull that off and do what he did. And he thought of everything. I mean, I fell in love even more with my husband this past weekend. I didn't know that that could happen, but just the fact that he loves me that much to pull something off like that took so much planning. At first I was mad at him because I don't like surprises, and I was like, you should have told me to wash my hair. You know, like I was having like a very like meltdowny moment because I skipped lunch, and the outfit that I was gonna wear to my birthday dinner, I couldn't wear because the censor tag was still on it, and I was all bummed out about that. And I was like, great, well, I don't care how I look tonight. Like, my soul is crushed right now. They sent it with the censor on. I was being all sour grapes about it, and I was like, I couldn't find a nail appointment. My nails look like crap. I was like, I hate my makeup. I can't get lashes to go on. Nothing's working. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Like, the second I started hanging out with everybody and having a good time, I was like, this is the best thing ever, and this is something I will never forget. My grandma was there, and I have pictures of her and Jeffree, because at the senior living center, like, she watches Jeffree star. Like, she'll call me and she's like, ever since I saw you on a jet with him, I just really like it. And I'm like, okay, grandma. Like, so she really wanted a picture with Jeffree, and I was just like, all right. She loves him and loves James Charles. My whole family loves James. Like, they got to know him at the wedding, and just, it was such a good time. Everybody connected, had so much fun. We went to dinner. The fans got a little bit aggressive at dinner with Jeffree. I will say that. I was there. I saw a few things floating around the internet, and I was like, no, this is not okay. There is something beautiful about a friend who will say, this is not about me right now. This is about the person that I'm with, and it's not the time and place to take photos and sign things. And I think it's a shame when people can't respect that and when they can't see that. I want you guys to know the other side of what, you know, some YouTubers go through. Like, I feel like I isolate myself well enough that I don't have the kind of interactions that James and Jeffree have. They have a different thing and they have a massive audience. It's, you know, it's beyond where I'm at, and it's just kind of mind-blowing. Like when you see the Morphe openings and you see the fans and you see the volume of people, and then you start to see people treat them like they're circus animals, and I'm not okay with that because those are my friends. And how dare you watch as a parent your child yell names at someone who just said that they didn't want to take a photo with you, and you think that's acceptable? Ooh, so bad. Parents, get it together. Don't let your, 14-year-old yell across the room at someone. Not okay. Not okay. You know what it is it makes our families uncomfortable. It makes my family uncomfortable sometimes, and annoyed with me. So for my birthday dinner, when people kept coming up to the table, it was more about respect for the table and respect for my family, my mom and my dad and my grandma, who don't understand all of this, to say, sorry, this is just not the time. So, PSA right now, I'm gonna say it on behalf of my friends that it's okay for people to say no. That has to be okay for us. That has to be okay for them. So that was the only thing bad that happened that night, I will say. But it breaks my heart a little bit. It really does. All right, I'm gonna save myself a heart attack and throw on a little bake and brows. I'll let you guys know that I am gonna be using the Huda Beauty to bake with and Covergirl. This is the duo at the moment that I'm loving so much. And then of course, I'm obsessed with the Urban Decay, the little dual-ended brow blade. So good. This one doesn't have a spoolie. That's maybe like the one drawback, but I've been wearing this so much. It is so good. All right, brows are coming on. I am telling you, it's the one thing with filming that if I had like a heart monitor on and someone monitoring me, I feel like my heart rate kind of goes a little faster whenever I'm doing my brows. It is the one thing that makes me anxious. I don't know why. The rest of makeup is like, feel good, yes, makeup. And then I do my brows and I'm like, don't you mess this up. You're just gonna ruin the whole thing with one false move. It's like disarming a bomb. Like I'm just like
10, 9, 8, come on, 7, come on, 6, 5. Go, 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 go.
We made it. And it's a good brow day, you guys. I've never had more consistent good brow days than I have with this little guy right here. And this tip literally allows you to go in and it's almost like you're microblading your brows. It's like the craziest. It's so good. Not sponsored. Hashtag just love it. I think it's time that we dust off the bake. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my most favorite brushes. This is the Scott Barnes 6-4. And we'll just kind of dust things off and up. And don't worry, we are going to spritz the face. Like that's another thing that's really important when you bake, I personally feel, is you need to bring back a little bit of moisture to the top layer of the skin. So I always use something with glycerin in it, and we're gonna do that. I wanna take a little bit of a matte blush. I'm gonna go in with Tinge from Lorac. We're just gonna add a little rosiness. So I'm gonna grab it on like the flatter side of this brush and just kind of tap the color in. I feel like I want to call my sister and check in on the baby. Like I think that we should do that.
Hey.
Hey, do you have that baby nearby? Oh my goodness. Hey Logan, do you want to see the lights here? Look what I'm doing.
Wait, hold on, let me show him.
No.
Oh, what is that?
What is that? Hi. No, you know. Oh, I know.
You want to see your Aunt Tati?
No.
Well, you're seeing her right now.
Logan! No! Yes! Sabrina. Mama. Did you say, Lord help me? Motherhood is beautiful. And I go to bed every night praying for this. Oh, the cutest. Where were we? We need to finish the face. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have blushed, and now we are going to take the secret ingredient that I love so much, which is the Hourglass Ambient Powders. I used to use this every single day, and then I kind of drifted away from it, and now we are back full on in here, and it goes everywhere. And I love this powder. It's what kind of takes down some of the powderiness of my makeup and just gives you that beautiful glow. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of my pure matte bronzer, same brush, just kind of tap it on the perimeter just to set all of that cream. Because I didn't really take my powder up here. So for those of you that have been following me over on Instagram or Snapchat, Twitter, I've been talking about my sister. She had a really challenging pregnancy. She was in the hospital for 55 days before my niece was born, and we were all, you know, pretending that we weren't stressed out about it, not wanting to give it any power, but also we were all stressed out. You know, we were all worried, concerned, and we're happy that baby is good and mom is good and they're home, and it's so nice to be able to check in with her and, you know, everybody's doing fine. So I really appreciate the prayers, you guys. Like, it really matters to me. And the support that I get from you guys just in comments and your well wishes and your thoughts, it does matter to me. So I, again, want to say that I really appreciate it. And so does she. Like, she was in the hospital and she would be reading comments and seeing what you guys were saying. And it was really nice. So thank you. So for highlight, I am going to be very typical and go straight into my Fenty 24 karat. I love this so much. I have been loving taking it just with I love taking a velour puff for basically everything, and I just grab a little on here and go right like this. So good every single time, just consistently so good. I'm gonna take from Bare Minerals the Gen Nude liner in On Point. Love this one so much. The color is perfect. It is the perfect combo between creamy and firm. It's just a really good pencil. Now I'm gonna go in with Can't Relate from Jeffree Star, and this is hands down the best liquid lip from him. I love the color of this. I cannot find anything that comes close. This is the most beautiful, just neutral, gorgeous, make your lips look bigger, soft but not blank, just a beautiful liquid lip that is lighter, and I love it so much. Like, I never run low on liquid lips because I always kind of, you know, play around, and this one, I am gonna need another. That never happens. I mean, it's so pretty. I do not have one other color that compares to this shade. It's so good. Let's 5,000 years later go to the eyes. I'm just gonna take a little Painterly paint pot. Going in with a little NARS just in the crease to start off. It's like the brush just took a hold of my hand. This might be horrible, but we're gonna go in. That's kind of fun. Ooh. All right, we're now gonna go into this JD Cosmetics palette. Have you ever seen a larger palette in your life? I don't think you have. Oh my God, there's so much in here that's beautiful. I want this one. Or Or should it be this? Nope, I think we're gonna do that one. Okay, we're not doing natural. We just went down that path. But like you guys are getting an idea of how I like things to be on the face as far as just really blended, really light layers, really paying attention to just working slowly and doing those layers and not just kind of attacking all at once. And the makeup ends up looking so much more beautiful and natural, but still very glamorous. I am going to give my brush a little spritz. I'm gonna go in with this guy from JD Cosmetics. This is Unexpected. So pretty. I actually super love the bright kind of orangey red with this shade right here. I think it balances it in a really nice way. So I'm just going to pop on a little bit of liner and we're almost home. We're almost done. Ooh, I like this look. All right, I used the Col-Lab Beauty in Ink Addict liner. This one is so nice. Really rich, nice felt tip applicator. Love that one a lot. So now I feel like I just need a little something on the lower lash line and we are just about done. I always like to go kind of in the center of my eye first and then drag color out. I just find for my eye shape, that's what works best. And I'm just using the excess of what's on this brush right here. And I just took a little bit of this shade right here from the James Charles palette, dipped ever so slightly lightly, and just kind of dragged the color down to contour. We're gonna set the face really quick with this Anomi Radical Setting Mist. I really like this one. Something newer that I've been using a lot. And I don't go light. You guys know that. Oh my gosh. Try not to laugh. All right, mascara. I have taken the longest time in the universe to get ready today, and I don't care. I don't. I talked to my sister, updated you guys, like it's all good. It's fine. And because I'm feeling so extra, we're already here, let's just add a teensy weensy tiny bit of gloss. I'm gonna use Glow Skin Beauty and Naked, just kinda, just right here. I am going to throw on some lashes. I will be right back. I absolutely love my makeup so much today. It is rare when everything goes so well, including the eyebrows and the wing liner, just everything A to Z. So I used a lot of my favorites, some newer things that I'm loving. I am gonna be doing an underrated luxury very, very soon for you guys because there are some items that are newer that I feel deserve so much more love that are not talked about enough. And then I am gonna be discussing best and worst foundations, drugstore and luxury very soon. I have been working on a list, just going through everything as I continue, as always, to clear out so much of what is here in the studio. So make sure that you are subscribed, that you ring the bell so you're notified of upcoming videos, because I am telling you, sometimes the video will not show literally on my page for like an hour. And you know, I want you guys to be a part of the comments right when the video goes up. So make sure that you do ring that bell and come hang out with me again soon. I hope that you enjoyed getting ready and playing with good makeup and chatting about my birthday, the new baby, me being an auntie to a little girl. Oh, I have a niece now, you guys. I'm so excited. And just everything A to Z over the past couple of weeks. You know, my dad, his new home. My gosh, this year has already just kicked off in such a beautiful way. And I think so many more things are around the corner. I know I have exciting news for Halo very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. Go and check out the Halo IG. I'll leave that info in the description box below. And thank you again so much for the love, the support, for really embracing this new schedule, because it's allowed me to embrace just a whole new part of myself. And I'm more rested, ready, excited. And yeah, I'm still in like Happy New Year mode, even though it's almost March. How did that happen? Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys so, so much. Go have a good one. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.